Hey, still sick? We love that. The following video was recorded directly after I watched the episode. I totally waited until the normal time to watch it, and I did not watch it on AMC Plus at like 7 o'clock in the morning because what? It's crazy. This will be my raw reaction to the episode. I watched the episode, got off the floor from where I was watching the episode, came into my little closet studio, and hit record. So I'm recording this hours later because I am still under the weather. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I had a good time recording it. It's different from what I usually do, but I like this. My thoughts were fresh, and the notes are fresh too. I am recording. Cool. So solo episode, yay! I just finished watching Anne Rice's AMC's Interview with a Vampire, Season 2, Episode 4, aka the series, Episode 11, Child Look. Okay, first of all, I have a question from Tumblr from one of my friends. I had made a Tumblr post showing whatever happened to Baby Jane, Baby Doll from Batman, and Claudia in her Baby Lou costume. I said Baby Lou. That's cute. And my friend asked, what's the connection? The connection is, okay, 1962's Whatever Happened to Baby Jane. Such a good movie. Oh my God, I love that movie so much. Loved it since I was a kid. Probably should have been watching it as a kid, but it's not like vulgar or anything. But it's just, it's very good. Anyway, Baby Jane is an adult woman. Baby Jane is an adult woman who used to be a child star, and she lives with her sister, and her sister is currently an actress, or she was an actress or working actress, and her career lasted longer than Baby Jane's because she just had a different set of skills. Like, she was a more serious actor, and Baby Jane was a child actor, very adorable, very cute, very Shirley Temple coded. Remember, this movie came out in 1962, so she was a child star in like the 30s, I think. Because by this, no, way before then. Anywho, so she couldn't really let go of the Baby Jane persona because so much of her worth was wrapped up in it. Anywho, that's the movie. The connection between her and Claudia is, oh, and Baby Doll. Baby Doll is a Batman villain that one of my friends got me hip to. I said, oh my God. I had seen her, but I honestly just assumed she was an evil little girl. She's not. She's an adult woman trapped in the body of a child who was also a child star, had a television show that revolved around her. Things happened. It wasn't good for her because she was stuck in the body of a child. And then we have Claudia, an adult woman, a fierce vampire trapped in the body of a child. And they're all fighting against their physical appearance. Like Baby Jane, she is going through it. She has some mental health things going on with her, and she has kind of slipped back into the mindset of who she was as that little girl, as that Baby Jane. I'm going to put this pen down before I start clicking it. And that leads her to do some things. Also, she's taking care of her sister, who is wheelchair bound. I won't give spoilers to the movie, but she's taking care of her sister who cannot take care of herself any longer. Does that like ring any bells? Like, oh, I have to take care of you because you can't do for yourself. Because, well, it's not the sister's fault. Now, Louis, okay, Baby Doll and Claudia are more closely related by them both being trapped in the bodies of children. I hope that kind of explains it. It's like fighting against your outer appearance being so different from who you are inside. It's all so much. Also, their character designs are extremely similar. The ringlet ponytails, big eye makeup. It's all very, very, very similar. And I wonder, did they think of whatever happened to Baby Jane when they were designing the stage costume for Claudia. So, yeah. Anyway, episode 11, so much happened. I have so many thoughts. I have so many opinions, and I took so many notes. I never take notes. So, let's see how this goes. My baby loves the windows. I said, first of all, she is like 40. Leave Claudia alone. Let her be an adult woman. I was like, I'm killing them all with my brain, including Sam, who seems pretty cool and doesn't seem like he wrote this part maliciously, but at the exact same time, killing you with my mind. Delaney, is that Delaney singing? Her voice is so sweet. It's so sweet and so cute and so clear. I said, oh my God, sing Delaney, period. It was just such a pleasant surprise. I didn't expect her to be singing because we haven't seen singing in any of the other plays. So cute. But it's also like, yes, look at this Shirley Temple coded child star singing and dancing and tap dancing around the stage. I was like, stop. Don't do that to her. Did Louis know she could sing? That's a note I made. Louis, did you know she could sing? Because did you know she could sing? Like, has she ever had a reason to sing? Did you ever hear her like humming throughout the house or anything like that? It feels like he didn't, and I think that's kind of sad. Like, you didn't know your little baby could sing. Okay, I'm gonna kill someone. I'm gonna kill someone. They made this girl Shirley Temple. They made her lay an egg. Oh my God, I forgot they made her lay an egg. I'm glad I took notes. She laid an egg. What? Stop playing with me. Because she thought she was a bird. So I guess we were seeing what she was imagining happening. Oh my God, why is this girl a bird? Don't do that to her. Also, like I said, baby Lou, very Daddy Lou. Okay. Nailing her foot / claws of the floor is crazy. Very crazy. Very insane. Very I mean, they didn't do it in real life. Like, they really did it like stagely. Stagely. It's crazy. And then her little ghost that drifted off, and I was like, ooh. And then Daniel asking, oh, how'd the coven take it? And our mom was like, oh, they were fine. Louis said they were bitter. They're jealous. She's a star. She has fangirls. I'm like, y'all were cosplaying as Claudia, which is crazy because it's the 1940s. So someone really set up and sewed those dresses. The implications, because you have to remember, like, they didn't go to like, what's a Spirit Halloween store and get the dresses. No, there is someone probably in the coven, I don't know, making Baby Lou dresses. I'm assuming to sell. Like, is there Baby Lou merch? I know he said they sold souvenirs. And it's like, was the dress a souvenir? Because we saw them cosplaying as vampires in another episode. And it's like, they had on like fangs and face paint. This, they have on dresses and wigs. They are fully like, if there was a play convention, they are fully cosplaying as Claudia's Baby Lou, which I love. Stan my girl. She deserves adoring fans. She deserves it. She deserves attention and love and adoration. And I love that little baby. Oh, I had to write down what bromidic meant. Dull and tiresome, but with pretensions of significance or originality. I love Armand and the language he uses. It's so unnecessary. Like, you didn't have to say all that. Bromidic. I love him. Even though watch your mouth, watch your hands, keep your hands to yourself. Okay. Wave your words to shore is the most amazing way to tell someone to hurry up and say what you need to say. I love that. Because again, the language Armand uses is just so, like, it just does something to my brain. Because why do you talk like that? It's like, is he super old? Like, he's extremely old. He really doesn't speak in layman terms, and it's so weird to me and so otherworldly. And I love that that's how he is, because it does set him apart from Louis and Claudia and the coven. He's so ancient and lacking in normalcy. Like, he's so, even for a vampire, nothing about him is normal. He's so otherworldly. I really really like Armand. Armand's like character design and character choices. I have to make that clear. Also, he just fussing and you have to do what I say to do. You have to hunt in the dress. You have to feed in the dress. You have to do this in the dress. The dress, the dress, the dress. Girl, now he told her to say yes to the dress. Leave Claudia alone. And then look, I may be entering my hate Louis era. Louis looking like, that's crazy. Anyway, girl, back to this book. That's your problem now. That's why the coven don't like you now. Because you're reading in the middle of their plays. First of all, Louis, rude. I don't care how many times you've been there. Rude, Louis, rude. You pay attention. You do not go, oh, he's not like other girls. Like, you're literally at a One Direction concert reading a book. You already have the boy. You already have the boy, Louis. You don't need to prove how different you are anymore. That rubbed me the wrong way because it's very rude to the people performing and I don't like it. Not too much, Louis. Get it together. This whole episode was me being like, get it together, Louis. Get it together, baby girl. I'm not liking the things that you're doing. Also, oh my God, wait, where are we? Oh, before we even got to that part, I was like, you chose another one over her. Because his reaction to her getting like chewed out in front of everybody was so nonchalant. And I'm like, you care. That's your sister, daughter. You should care. Also, they've been there a year and a half. So, Santiago and the other vampires being like, he doesn't pay attention during the plays. He's not part of the coven. He doesn't run with us. But you mad at Claudia. And I was like, but you mad at Claudia. You all in Claudia's face, weirdo. It is very crazy that Claudia is not being made to be like a romantic rival. Thank God they changed that from the book. I was so glad when they were like, oh yeah, that is their child. Like in the first season, they were like, this is their daughter. For real, for real. Like, and then they were like, this is their little sister. Cool. And then I like the dynamic of Louis and Claudia switching between father, daughter, sister, brother, because it does switch. Get in a hole. I said, don't you ever talk to that girl like that again. But that was not brother. That was Louis is somebody's black daddy. Oh my God, girl, I guess you need to get in a hole. But with this, it was like, Louis, do you care? We see later in the episode that he does. And I was like, oh, okay. Because Louis had me messed up real bad. He tells Armand, I don't like you parading her around in that dress. Like, and I was like, okay. Like, she set up and was like, this is traumatizing to me because I am stuck in the body of a child. And it makes me remember every rude remark, every odd stare that I've gotten because people think I'm a child. This is extremely hard for me. I don't want to play Baby Lou. And Armand was like, our playwright cleans up the theater, so if he can get with the program, so can you. No. Again, leave Claudia alone. Hashtag leave Claudia alone. Oh, yeah, this is not about Louis. She looked so scared when Santiago was like, you let Louis do whatever he wants. You let Louis run around, talking to people, going to parties, going to museums, but you're mad at Claudia for not wanting to wear the dress. That doesn't make any sense. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong. But yeah, the look on Claudia's face, she was so terrified that like Louis was somehow gonna get hurt. And Louis looked so nonchalant. And it's like, Louis, be chalant, girl. You need to care about what's happening right in front of you with you and your sister. Like you don't see. But she said it, love makes you stupid and it makes you blind. Because there was so much happening. Any precautions that Louis was taking, he stopped taking them. Like, it's so crazy for him to like flaunt his freedom in front of the coven like he does and not expect them to resent him or to resent Armand for letting him be free like that. Louis, are you okay? Are you not paying attention? No, Louis never paying attention, apparently. Oh my God. He doesn't even know what pictures are in his collection. Are you companions? Are you companions? No. Said Louis, oh my God, you are embarrassing this man at every turn. Armand and Claudia should have ran off as like besties without Louis because girl, what? So we don't go together? Like, Sexy Red said, baby, go together. Tell them girls, we go together. Like, what do you mean we're not companions, Louis? What? Oh, you want me around more? Louis, you know he wants you around more. When they're in the bedroom, guess what's a bedroom? The boudoir. And they're laying in bed together. And Armand is like, Louis, you know how I feel about you. We literally go together. Why are you doing this? And he was like, well, I do whatever I want. You would do whatever you want. I'm alone. You're alone. You know, it's just silly, goofy fun. And it's like, what about Armand made you think anything was silly, goofy fun? It's lighthearted. No, it's not. You've already exchanged I love yous. First of all, you want to be a hot girl. No, Louis, first of all, you don't even mess with anybody else. You don't get to be like, oh, nah, we're not companions. You literally are. Please never play with me or Armand like that again in your life. Louis. Exchanged I love yous, and it was so sweet. And we got a literal split second between Armand saying I love you and Lestat cracking up. And the way he stepped on the moment, I'm like, oh yeah, fully intentional. He is getting on my nerves so bad. And he is getting on Louis' nerves so bad. Like in that moment, I know Louis was irritated. He was like, I am trying to move on from whatever we had. Let me and this man love each other. And even though, again, oh, we finally got to, are you schizophrenic, Louis? Are you schizophrenic, Louis? Because Lestat is not there. He's fully not a ghost. He is completely a hallucination. Louis, girl, and was like, I don't think that can be applied to vampires. You don't? If old girl can have allergies, you can be schizophrenic. That's what I learned. It's hay season. That told me a whole lot. I said, oh, you still got allergies? Okay, cool, cute, whatever. That man is just in your mind and you're fully talking to him. I'm like, oh my God, Louis, get a camera, like a video camera. Like Louis should be a vlogger. Louis invented vlogging, AU, where he just like sets up a camera on a tripod and records himself. I want Louis to be a vlogger. And he's like, Claudia's mad at me again. Just because I chose romantic love over familial love doesn't mean I don't love her. It was like, yes, it does. It doesn't mean you don't love her, but it does mean your priorities are messed up. So, yikes. Oh, the third law, writing about being a vampire. I said, oh my God, Claudia. She's been doing this since she was created. She has years and years and years of diaries. I forgot about that because during the whole reading of the laws, I was just like, hey, I know Louis not going to die, but what's about to happen in the sewers? I'm greatly uncomfortable with this. What's happening? Tinder to Tinder. Love that. Tinder with an E to Tinder with an I. Great writing. So Santiago is such a strange character because it's like, I think they said Santiago was like 20, like vampire years. He's 20. I'm gonna have to ask Goat. Yeah, Santiago is really just digging for information. And I hate it so much. And I hate that he found her writing her diary because now he knows that those diaries exist. It's a habit. I said, Claudia, shut up. Like, you talk about Louis, you've gotten too comfortable too. I wouldn't have told him nothing. And I wouldn't have been at work writing in my doggone diary. Doggone it. Claudia, an old girl from the dress store. I said, ooh, cute. We love it. Happy Pride. Like, that's so cute. And they're like, not contentious, but they're a little back and forth of like freaking nagging each other. Like, be nice. You like her, she likes you. Be nice to one another, dog. But it's flirty, it's very cute. Also, ooh, I forgot I took these notes. Some vampire tea. Santiago left Eggley for Celeste, and I think that's crazy because Eggley is gorgeous. Also, her name is Eggley, which is super cute. The mimicking scene, I wanted to jump out of a window because I was like, Louis, shut up. We started breaking down his accent and the intricacies of his accent. I was like, Louis, shut up. Like, you talk too much, girl. He's like, oh, it sounds like it's borrowed from the French. Let me see. New Orleans. Shut up, Louis. Also, he was going to rip his tongue out. I said, ooh, we love a little temper because we really never see Louis have a temper like that. Like, get in the hole. I'll never get over that. Clearly, I'll never get over that. Was him having a little temper with Claudia, but it wasn't like, he wasn't like putting his hands on her. He wasn't threatening her. He was literally like, get under there so the sun doesn't burn us. Like, let's go to sleep. But with that, he was going to rip that man's tongue out of his mouth. And I was like, let him do it. I want to see him do it. Also, good boy. He said, with your wagging tongue like a dog. I said, Louis, Jacob. Baby, I didn't know we can get there. Again, great choices. He finally got him a buffoon, and I was like, I'm waiting on him calling him a buffoon because he hasn't been a buffoon up until this point. He also hasn't showed us his mimicry up until this point. And it's like, oh, Santiago, again, this Santiago is so good because he is so threatening and so scary because you're not just repeating what he says, you're making his voice come out of your mouth. Terrifying. Hate it real bad. I love it so much. Like, and I try not to compare it to the movie too much, but who gonna check me, honestly? Like, the Santiago in the movie was so buffoonish and not scary at all, and just like, how is he alive? How has he made it this far? This Santiago, baby, I love him. I don't like that they're making me like Santiago, not by the end of the episode, but up until then, I'm like, oh, I really like this character. He's such a good villain. That's what I mean when I say I love him. Like, he's a very good villain. He's a very well-written, well-acted, well-designed villain, and I like it. He has photos that aren't his mixed in with his. I said, why are there other people's photos mixed in with his, Armand? What's going on there, buddy? Pal. I just write, you want to ride? Gay. Super. Again, happy ride. I'm like, oh, you and that lady go together. Also, I didn't realize that she was like not at the theater and supposed to be at the theater and she was gonna dress maid. I said, oh yeah, you like her real bad. But also, let her have a girlfriend, Armand. First of all, y'all gonna keep y'all hands off of Claudia, no last name, off the vampire Claudia. I don't want to see her get choked up anymore. Leave that baby alone because she had a girlfriend. What? Or she has a friend. She has a friend. What? Leave her alone. Also, Santiago hiding behind the pillar and Armand just knowing. And I'm like, why did you think you could hide from Armand? I don't understand why you thought that, Santiago. That was not very intelligent of you, baby. I wrote Louis, he is not there. God, I'm really just going through my notes. Oh, girl slept with a Nazi. Because I remember when Claudia first got to the dress shop, one of the men across the street did the Nazi salute, and I was like, I think she a Nazi. Like, I don't think that's what's happening here. And I'm like, oh, you slept with a Nazi. Huh. Huh. Choices were made. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm moving past it, honestly. Yeah, okay. Oh, the museum. So much lore got dropped. So much lore. So much lore. And I loved it so much because Indy was just saying she wants to get more of Armand's backstory. And, yes, give us backstory. His first name, his birth name is Arun. Then he became Amadeo. Now he's Armand. Child. When I say Assad is an actor, his facial expressions and the line delivery were so sad and beautiful, and just he was so vulnerable, and you could tell like, oh, he doesn't talk about his past. He's probably never talked about his past because you were sold by your family to the captain of a ship and then put into a brothel where I don't even know how old he was when he was sold, because he was rescued from the brothel when he was 15. And if my math is correct, he was turned when he was 27. That's so devastating, being sold off because he had a gift. Oh, girl. Oh, my God. And Armand's, like I said, his line delivery, his performance was just amazing. He is an amazing actor. And I really wish this show got more recognition from the awards because they have some amazing actors. It was just very devastating, very beautiful, so impressive. So I always say it was so impressive. No, I truly mean, like, I am so deeply impressed by these people's performances, from the members of the coven to Louis, like everybody in between. Like, everyone is just so good at their job, so dedicated to what they're doing and the story that they're telling. It's just, it's impressive. It's impressive. I don't know what else to call it. Okay. Oh, because we're skipping back and forth. Oh my. Claudia saying bad trouble made me think of something else. Can't remember if it's this show or if it's something else. Because I remember being like, oh my God. Bad trouble. What was I watching? He's in bad trouble. What was that? I don't know. I can't dwell on it. I heard that in another movie or show, and they were in the South, or the characters were Southern Lord, and yeah, oh, whatever. I just remember where I heard bad trouble, because this was really gonna bother me. It was a pilot episode when Louis was trying to fix up the alderman after he rightfully was hit over the head by Bricktop, and one of the ladies came in and was like, "We got bad trouble, Mr. Dulac." When it was Paul outside preaching in the streets. And I'm so glad I remembered that. Also, I'm going to say it's a callback to Paul. We love Paul. R.I.P. Paul. You deserve more. We love you so much. Okay, back to whatever I was talking about. Yeah, him choking Claudia up. I'm actually moving linearly. Doesn't seem like it, but I am. Armand choking Claudia up, and Claudia having to go home and be like, "You told him about Lestat. You told him that we killed Lestat." And he was like, "I mean, he already knew." And she was like, "But girl, you gave him details. Are you stupid?" It's so crazy because even though she didn't know the 5 laws, her writing in her diary is part of what damns her. Like, she's really upset with Louis. But at this point, the coven doesn't know that they killed Lestat. And they only find out because of her diaries. Because of her diaries. And then Santiago eavesdropping. Well, he's given a hint. Okay, they only find out because Santiago is eavesdropping on her and Armand's exchange. And that tips him off. And he knows she keeps diaries. And he goes to find her diaries. And what does he find? Louis, get me to my coffin. Louis, like, but she didn't know that she wasn't supposed to keep notes of when she killed her maker, of all people, to keep a note of who you killed. Child, we hunt Louis. Child, him and Lestat. It's it I have a lot of questions about Louis' mental status because, girl, what is going on? Like, you know that this is a hallucination. You know this isn't real. Like, you know this isn't real. So you take him out on a hunt that's not a hunt. You, like, mentally break up with him. Like, you're freeing yourself from your guilt, I suppose. I would think so, because the Lestat hallucination is guilt. So is that Louis' way of accepting love from Armand? That it is. That's Louis' way of being like, I'm ready to move on with this life. The vampire bond. I was breaking one and knitting another. Oh, Louis, girl. Yeah, looks like I watched Way Better Right. It's not funny. Because at this point, Louis is kind of kept company by his guilt and regrets, which are represented by the hallucination of Lestat. So it is kind of sad for Louis, not for me. Get out of here. But it is kind of sad for Louis to have to let that go because it's such a part of him now. And all the while, their flat is being broken into by Santiago. And he is finding Claudia's diaries, including my coffin. Louis, get me to my coffin. Her diary entry of Lestat's last words. Ciao. Also, preview for the next episode. I've had this thing in my mind for 2 years now, since whenever the show came out, since whenever the show ended, and it was like, Daniel's going back to Armand and Louis' house on Divisadero to do some drugs. And I'm like, I want to see, it's 70s, I want to see Louis and Armand walking around asking different guys if they want to get high, and then, letting them get high, and then feeding on them. All the while, in the background, AMC, spend some money, get the rights, permission, licensing, whatever you need to do to get Curtis Mayfield's Pusher Man playing in the background as they're going around. Like, when I saw Louis pull out the suitcase full of drugs, I'm like, oh my, make it happen. I don't care if y'all have to, like, go back in and add the song. Add it. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that in the alley. I want to see Louis being like, do you want to experience the best high you've ever had? And people being like, oh my God, drugs, help her. And then that, like, just for me, please, please, it's so fitting. It's like he's pushing drugs and death. I want it. Especially because, like, it's like, yeah, you sell heroin? Like, you're selling, it's like, we have paraphernalia. You do the drugs. But we'll see. That's not gonna happen. They need to hire me at AMC. But I live. But yeah, this episode was really, 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 really good. I did such a good job at not talking about how attractive Assad is, period. I'm so professional. And also, love that Daniel's a good liar. Just that whole researcher found it, war reconstruction employee. Like, okay, baby girl. Because I'm like, how do you know about the fire? We didn't start the fire. How do you know about the fire? Shut up, girl. The whole episode was me telling him to shut up. Louis was talking too much. Claudia was talking too much. Daniel was talking too much. Learn how to keep a secret. Got a secret, can't you keep it? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm very excited for the next episode. I think that's all I have to say about this episode. Yeah, if I have anything else to add, I'll add it later. Okay, love you. Bye. Okay. I have more thoughts I have more opinions, but I will be recording with Indi later this week where I will be sharing those thoughts and opinions because there were some things said online that I don't really appreciate. I think they're kind of crazy and a little, you might need to take a step back and think about what you're saying because, y'all gotta chill out a little bit. But I don't think those people listen to this podcast. I don't think they'd enjoy it much because I try and, I have my biases. Totally, everyone does. But I also try to be impartial. Like right now, me and Louie are beefing. We into it. We are not cool. Because please, you are in love and you are blind. And I hate that for us. By us, I mean me and Claudia. Get it together, Louie. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, ask me a question about Tumblr, or in the comments. And I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care of yourself. If you start feeling a little sick, please get a handle on it before it takes over your life. Please take care of yourself. Okay, bye.